Hi, did you ever play with the box as a child and cut all doors in it and windows? I mean, it was fun, right? And you were curious, and it helped you to start developing your own, your own systems and how you were playing. And it helped you have a lot of fun anyway. I mean, it's like, what is it? What do those commercials say? Such and such is worth, it costs this much money, and this costs this much money. The box, priceless. I agree completely. I used to love refrigerator boxes. Anyway, today's video is about the box and curiosity. I'll talk to you soon. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I did a video because I got sick and then I got studying communication, autistic communication, crossing the social lines, crossing business, crossing institutional. It just got a little overwhelming. But I've learned so much that I plan on putting into a series of videos. And I hope you find it fascinating as much as I did. And if not, maybe it'll at least help you learn how to communicate a little bit better. My shirt, by the way, says "Bad to the Bone." It's one of my favorite shirts. I love this thing with the dinosaur on it. There's a T-Rex. Anyway, bottom line, the box. As children, we're curious. We're born with curiosity, and we want to know everything. And sometimes we get in trouble because we try to stick our hands in something that we shouldn't, that could hurt us. And we gotta be controlled. We gotta be stopped. That's fine. But in the process, sometimes the curiosity gets stifled. In school, our teachers start teaching us the reading, writing, arithmetic, blah, 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 blah. They also teach us about the rules. They teach us how to conform and how to eventually work for somebody else. And that stifles curiosity because there's no time to actually sit down and entertain our curiosities in the classroom. They don't let us do that because we have to. Then the lessons have to move forward. They have to keep going, and so therefore we can't slow down and let somebody learn how to, learn about something. Like I've got a grandson. My grandson, oh my gosh, he is so curious about black holes. He really wants to learn everything there is about black holes. He's also autistic. And I've encouraged my daughter, encourage him. My goodness, let him run with that. Don't force him to do it on his own. Give him opportunities to learn about it with you right beside him, helping him to learn. I realize it's going to be completely out of your wheelhouse, but so what? Learn with your son because he will love you for that and for the opportunity that you will have to be with him while he's learning, and you can learn about how he's learning. So it's really awesome. I'm really praying that she does what I suggested to her. But the box. As we're growing up in school and we get told to get in the box, and then we get a little bit older and we become even more, if you will, unruly as teenagers, and we start finding other ways to be curious and experiment and, just the normal things that happen. But then we really get into trouble because our parents don't understand us. They don't know what to do with us. And it's like, oh my gosh, you've got to conform. So you've got to get deeper into the box. And then you get a job and there's the box. You're stuck in the box and you're in social situations that are in the box and you just don't know what to do. But then you find out, oh my gosh, I'm autistic, or I've got ADHD, or I've got both. And you're going, what box? I don't see a box here. What am I supposed to do? I don't understand these people. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't understand these restrictions. I don't understand. So, It makes things curious. So what I'm talking about is allow the curiosity to guide you and to continue. Don't be afraid of your curiosity. You are naturally curious, and we never lost it. Our curiosity is what makes us feel different, and what makes some people afraid of us, because they don't know how to answer our questions because they're stuck in the box. And the box only has so many answers. Well, let me just briefly say this then, real quick, that curiosity is my superpower. I have learned that by curiosity, I found out I'm autistic. I found out I have ADHD. I found out there are different ways to communicate, and I am not broken. I'm not broken. And that is awesome. My curiosity now is going crazy. Let me tell you something else too. My ADHD and my autism, as I said in my previous video, I've been trying to get them to talk to each other, and now they're talking to each other. And now they're feeding my head full of so many ideas and exciting things to do. I'm having a struggle keeping up with them. I just have to prioritize what it is that I want and then take their suggestions and run with them according to my skill and ability at the moment. And I'll have to shelve a few of them until I can get to them. But I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun. And so I'm enjoying myself in this not being in the box. Oh, speaking of which, I have to tell you this story. This is an important story. This happened to me when I was 10, okay? Just to give you an illustration about thinking, forgive me, outside the box, or in some situations, some of us don't even see the box. My family saw a problem in the home. It's a common problem. It was in the 60s. We only had one bathroom. And it was a very common problem that everybody talked about. I remember hearing it from all of my friends' families. Everybody was talking about this terrible problem that they have. The problem being that guys don't put the seat back down on the toilet after they use it. And so when the woman goes in there, she almost falls in. Okay, well, here I am, 10 years old, and I'm hearing that, and I'm going, oh, there's no problem. There are two parts to the seat. There's the part with the hole, then there's the part with the cover. All you got to do is put them both down. And if everybody puts them both down, there's no more problem. I told that to my family. They thought I was crazy, but they did it. I still do it to this day. I put both pieces down. And in my opinion, it helps with toddlers too, because sometimes they like to wander up and fall into a toilet and they could drown. So it just makes sense. It just made sense to put the top down. Anyway, that solved the problem in my home, and I was 10, and that's the idea that I came up with to solve an argument in my house, in my home that I grew up in, and it was awesome, and it worked. So I didn't see a box. I didn't see a problem. I simply saw a way to get around it. No problem. And everybody appreciated it. So at any rate, let your curiosity out. Let it out. Don't be afraid of it. Your curiosity is literally what you have to offer everyone around you, including the whole world, for that matter. If you've got an idea that could help everybody, oh my goodness, why not? Why not do it? But, of course, within your constraints and within normal stuff, but don't be limited by your thinking that you have to be in that box, and just because nobody's done it before, that you can't do it. Don't say that. It's not true. You can do it because you're curious. So why not? Why not take advantage of your curiosity? That's what I'm starting to do, which is exactly why I started writing the book. I will tell you this, that my book is going to be, um, it's going to be a conspiracy novel, which I never thought I would ever write because I just think too literally on everything. But I'll tell you what, I'm having a lot of fun with it. So why not? Why not do something fun? Go ahead. And remember, curiosity is your superpower. Thanks, and I will talk to you next time. And next time I'm going to be talking about communication, and I'm going to begin that series. Thanks. I sincerely hope that you're enjoying the movies that I'm creating, the videos, excuse me. And I hope that you're learning something from my own personal experience. I'm not a doctor. I'm not claiming to be a doctor or a psychologist or blah, 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 blah. None of that. However, I am somebody that is very curious and have honestly learned a lot just through my own curiosity and through my own study. So here's what I'm asking. Do me a favor. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and please leave me comments. Let me know if you're enjoying this or if you don't like it, if you have any suggestions, if you have better ideas, please. I'll be happy to listen. I'm going to read everything, and I will respond as much as I can, which I try to do all the time. I interrupt this video with a news flash. I made a fascinating discovery the other day, and that is there are no dumb questions. Self-validation is valid. Let me explain to you what happened to me the other day. I was shaving in the shower. I learned a while back that I cut myself less if I shave in the shower because the hot water makes my beard softer. That's not the epiphany. This is what matters. What I discovered while I was in the shower, I asked myself, what is it called when I scrape the hair off of my face with a sharp blade? What do I call it when I scrape the hair off of my face with a sharp blade? And then I answered myself, and instead of saying, what a silly question, I just simply answered myself and said, it's called shaving. Then I paused for a moment, and what was fascinating was suddenly I felt this overwhelming relief. I felt very happy that I realized there are no dumb questions, and I validated myself. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm not broken, and I'm not crazy, and I know this is what a lot of us will do. So listen, it's okay. Self-validation is valid. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and please tell your friends. Bye.